Alright. Howdy, y'all. Jackson here with Ictric Studios, and welcome back to another episode of Outside the Hash. Feel free to introduce yourselves, guys.
Hi, I'm Kyle.
Hi, Kyle. I'm Dad.
Hi, Dad.
I'm Nate.
Alright. We had a good week of football, interrupted by terrible broadcasting.
Oh,
But
PTSD.
I think we should start off with a shout out to the Belgian League of Football.
I actually have a slide
don't
for it.
remember what it was. The BNL, or right?
BNL.
Yeah, the BNL.
Yes,
Me and
sir.
Nate here decided to watch a game because it turns out the Belgian league decided to stream in English. So we had a
Yes,
good time.
sir.
So you have a slide for that, Nate? Do you want to pull it up?
I do
explain
have
the
a
game?
slide
But
for it.
It was a fun game that was not close.
I did not talk about the score, granted. It was only talking about the shout out, but I could try to briefly.
Oh, you don't have to
Over.
really cover the game. It's just felt like we should note it that we watched the game. You know.
Yeah. Slideshow. Can you guys see my slide?
Yes, I can see your slide.
Okay, I'm not doing what I did last week. All right. So, the team we were watching was the Limburg Shotguns. The reason we were watching it is because we're going to do a little bit later, finding the funniest name in all of football history.
Past, present,
Can't,
not quite future, but you know.
not quite future, but so it was just looking through and came across a team called the Shotguns out of a Belgian league in the BNL. And they just, as Jackson mentioned, it happened to be streaming them last weekend, so we gave them some love and decided to watch a game. And they decided to show the love back. They gave me 2 shout outs in their stream on Saturday. So the first one, they were going over asking where people were from, where they were watching from. There were a lot of people from Atlanta. Granted, it's because one of their
I think
related to one of the players. Granted, but I obviously decided to post where I was from, and they were like, "What are you doing all the way out there watching this?" So they gave me that shout out, and then I mentioned why I did, and they laughed about it. So it was a great time. And then the second shout out. So the Castile Nitros, the team they were playing, and absolutely they beat the crap out of them. It was a 30-plus point win, at least.
Yeah, well, their quarterback got hurt, so there was a bad.
Yeah, granted, their quarterback did get hurt within like the first couple drives.
There were 2 ambulances in the game.
Yes, also that, and we're still have a conspiracy that was the same driver.
Yeah.
Not that's a conspiracy, but anyway. The quarterback for the Nitros that came in was basically the size of a lineman, and they were QB sneaking with him every once in a while. And every time they did it, he averaged at least 5.5 yards a carry. Not even kidding, on a QB sneak. I think it was one run that went for 10, another went for 5, and I think one went in between that.
Yeah, it was wild.
And so it was pretty insane stuff. So I decided to note, why aren't you guys just doing this every play? And the commentators loved that and gave me a shout out there. Also, a big shout out to the commentators that were pretty unfiltered. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, they swore a couple times.
They swore a few times.
The guy was clearly doing it for the love of the game because he drove
Yes.
2 hours to go call that game.
To call the game.
Absolutely
yes,
lost
I forgot to
money.
mention that.
Absolutely lost
Yeah.
money.
Respect to the guy, though. Oh, and also, he threw shade at Kadarius Toney.
Oh, yeah.
That was hilarious. I forgot what he said specifically, but I remember he threw shade at Kadarius Toney for that offsides play. So, I mean, I think these guys are the greatest commentators in the history of this sport. They made this so enjoyable to watch. They were hilarious. So,
Shout out to BNL.
Shout out to BNL, and I'll definitely be back for another Lindbergh stream. So, so that is all I had on that.
I like that your background is the Georgia Tech score.
Yep.
22-0.
Had to do it at some point. Figured it's like I'll tame down my background for now and go with something that's a little related to what we're covering.
Other than it's inside the hash.
I thought college football is still outside the
Yeah,
hash.
check.
I thought NFL was technically outside the hash. That was the only one. Okay. Well,
But, you
I'll
know.
keep that in mind.
Nah. Well, we'll. All right. So you guys want to get into the week 3 of the LFA?
Sure.
Sure.
So I have the extra slide, so I'll go last on my game.
I guess I could go again since I only had one matchup. And I had the most traumatizing experience in this game, to say the least. This game was so infuriating.
Yeah.
Oh my
I had to
gosh.
suffer through it too. My team was in it.
You did. Yeah, we both had to suffer. So the Mexicas and the Reyes battled it out, and the Mexicas pulled out on top 34-20 was the final score. A fun fact about this match, which get into why it was traumatized. Half the stream was down for absolutely no reason. Well, probably there was a reason, but
You had to watch
anyway,
the commercial on repeat.
we had to watch this same commercial on loop over and over and over. Couldn't find anything about the actual score for like 10, 15 minutes, and chat was saying, it's this score. It's 21-13. It's 21-12. It's 14-12. And they were all wrong. So, nice. Well, they were at least right about the Mexicas, but they were wrong about the Reyes. So, it was chaos, to say the least. The other infuriating part about this game, I wish they would have posted stats. Now realizing half my slide's not completed, but they didn't post stats.
Yeah.
So, and they don't keep track of stats on flags. To say they threw at least 15 flags might be an understatement. There was one stretch of this game where they threw 4 flags in a row within the 20, within the red zone. 4 straight plays with a penalty. It was absolutely insane. It made it really hard to watch. It made the game last way longer than it needed it to last. So it was definitely a game I'll remember for a long time.
The most infuriating part about this game for me was when the national quarterback was playing.
Yes, and that's
I
to bring
don't
up
know
the
why.
next point. The Reyes import, all of a sudden, he started the game, but all of a sudden just disappeared. And I honestly could be the biggest reason why the Mexicans pulled away. If the import stayed in, could be talking about a different story. Jackson could be the one presenting on this, for all we know, because the Mexicans started off up 14-0, and slowly their lead was dwindling away. I think it was like 21-20 at one point. It was something close to that. So frustrating for you too. So it's just a really dumbfounding, confusing game. There's a look at what the box score was. So the Mexicans scored a touchdown in the first. They had 14 points in the second, whereas the Reyes scored I think a couple touchdowns and no extra points. Reyes scored a touchdown, I think a 2-pointer in the third, and then the Mexicans pulled away in the fourth. Key play of the game was the Mexicans pretty much ended the game with the game-sealing pick 6. So, and unfortunately, like I said, no stats, so I can't really cover too much on that. So that's it for that game. The next game the Mexicans got, it's the Battle of the Undefeated.
Quick
What's
question.
that?
Yep. Did Trayvon Boykin finally score a touchdown?
Trayvon is not in this matchup.
Oh, motherfucker. All right.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, you're the one that's covering that, so.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot.
But the answer is no. The answer is no.
the answer is no.
Spoilers!
Spoilers, the answer is no.
But that is my team, to your credit. That is my
Yeah.
third team, to your credit. But like I said,
That's my bad.
Mexicans at Caudillos next week.
They're both
one
red.
team will will lose their first game unless if they tie.
Game of the week.
And I did. The Caudillos had a bye week, and my third team lost. So that is it for my LFA slides.
All right, Kyle.
Did the Caudillos win the bye week?
Well, we won't know that
so-
till next week.
3-0.
3-0. Oh, close game.
Their offense,
Like
their
their
offense
championship.
struggled again. Like they're like the last 3 or 4 games.
All right. So, first game, we had the Dinos versus the Hefes.
Nate, cue it.
To call this,
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh
Nate-
yeah,
Nate-
yeah, yeah. I
Nate.
can't believe I did. I can't believe I wasn't quicker on it.
a thrilling 7-6 finish for the Dinos over the
The
Hefes.
Dinos.
Yep. No, they're getting called the Dinos today.
You know what? That's valid. They
They've
deserve some
lost their right.
disrespect.
They got, yeah, no. They do not deserve
But they
the
had 2
Dino.
goal line stands.
Yeah, but they scored 7 points.
But they held the
not their
Hefes
best
to
showing.
6.
Yeah, no. No. If I was a Hefes fan, I would be happy with this game because it shows that they're making progress. Maybe.
Other
As a
than that, we
Dinos
couldn't
fan,
score from inside the
I wouldn't
5.
say I wouldn't say it's progress.
Hey, they kept it closer than any other
Yeah,
game.
only gave
they've
up
had.
7 points.
Fair enough.
No, we won a
you know,
game
it
last
could-
year.
You know, they just kept it within 1 point against the runner-up team last year. You know,
The first
that's a good-
loser, yeah.
Yeah, the first loser. Yep. It's close. It's basically like winning it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game was not easy to watch.
No, it was not.
Not fun. Yeah.
Ton of overthrows.
Yes, to say the least. A lot of overthrows, just not enjoyable. To say it was a defensive game is an insult to defense because it was just garbage. It was just garbage by the offenses. It wasn't even a defensive game.
Based.
Moving on to the next game, we have the Raptors Galgos, and this was another thriller. The website for the LFA was having issues uploading stats, so we don't have any, but they did upload the stats for the second half of this game. It was straight zeros, and nothing happened. It was a snooze fest, so I am just covering the 2 snooze fests right now. So, yeah, not really much happened in either of
They
these
got
games.
you them W's, though.
Yeah, they somehow got W's, and the Raptors looked at least half decent compared to the Dinos. But yeah,
Whoa. Did
What?
Boykin throw an interception?
yes, he did,
There you go.
and no touchdown.
Yeah,
No touchdowns for Boykin, baby.
Keeping the streak alive. That's all
Yeah,
that matters.
Actually, I think the Hefes did the Hefes and Dinos going into their matchup. Neither of their starting quarterback had a touchdown pass either.
Well, the
Um,
Hefes kept that alive.
So they certainly did. How did the Dinos score? Do you remember? They-
Dinos, I have no clue.
It probably doesn't tell you. It'd have to
Yeah,
go
we don't
back
have
and
stats.
check.
We don't have player
come
stats.
up.
Great research, Kyle.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry,
Oh,
I
wow.
should have gone through the entire video. You're right.
Yeah, you
That's
should.
good.
We should have.
Yeah.
We should have just watched the whole game, Kyle.
Yeah, true.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah, while I was sleeping.
All right. Let's pull up my play from beginning. Thank you. All right. Oh, so my LFA game, I had one. We had the Fundidores, sorry, versus the Galos Negros. As we have said multiple times, the LFA have not had their stats up yet, so I don't have any stats. But the game was a 28-7. It wasn't really close. The Fundies just had an easy time, as one would expect. So let me go over this. So we have the standings for the league this week through 3 weeks. We have the Magicas, the Fundies, and the Caudillos are all undefeated. Of course, the Mexicans are the only one that have not had a bye week yet. Raptors are 2-1. Dinos are 1-1, but a very sad 1-1.
Yeah.
Rays are 1-2, and they'd be better if their import was playing all the time. Galgos and Hefes, of course, at the bottom. So, let me... close out of-
88 points allowed is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Over to the power rankings. So are we staying Cadillo's at 1 here?
My logic is
I feel like top 3 is a lock.
my logic is still the same. Haven't lost a game since their undefeated season. They deserve to stay at 1.
Yeah, and then I would say
Fundies are
Fundies-
clearly 2.
yeah, there's no reason for those to switch up between 2 and 3. I would say. I think it's a solid 1, 2, 3 right now.
Okay.
After that, it gets interesting.
So Reyes lost, and I have no idea what's going on with their quarterback situation. I give the Raptors. I could have
Yeah.
the Raptors bounce them.
That's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say.
Raptors,
for
yeah,
sure.
it feels like Raptors over, over them.
Over Reyes.
Yep.
All right, and then
And then
and the
you
Dinos.
know that-
Dino's definitely
Despite the-
drop.
yeah, drop the despite the Dinos winning, they deserve to drop. I don't
And the
care if
Gallows
the
only
players-
gave up 4 touchdowns to the best team in the they're the second best team in the league. You know.
He could be the best.
Yeah. So we'll have the Blackhawks hop them here.
Yep.
Cause the Dinos are just depressing.
It was very.
It's crazy to have 4 wildly depressing teams in this league.
And then we have our bottom of the pack stays the same.
You know, I think
Yeah.
that jump.
Yeah, because they beat they only lost for 1 to the T.
Yeah, they only lost by 1.
The Galgos and Hefe scored the same amount of points this week. Can't justify that.
Yeah, but how much did they give up? How
Although
much did they
the
give up?
Galgos did allow
Only
7 more points. Just saying.
Yeah, but the Galgos play with a handicap.
Yeah.
That's a significant handicap, yeah.
Now,
That's-
shout out to our power rankings from last week. Pretty accurate. You know,
Yep,
yeah.
pretty good.
only 2
we
shirts.
got this league on lock.
We've got the top and bottom pretty figured out.
Yep.
The middle gets weird,
Yeah,
but
all
I
right,
mean,
so all right, and we got the game for next week. So Mexico's at Cadillos. How?
Give me Cadillos.
Cadillos, man.
Yeah, I'm going Cadillos.
The Mexican
was-
start had me considering picking them, and then
Then they fell
they
apart.
fell apart. The amount of
This-
penalties they
okay.
took is terrifying.
Hey,
this-
I think we have some music to cue up on this next
No,
game.
no. This is just the battle of mid. This is just the battle of mid.
I wouldn't say it's mid. I definitely say it's
I would say it's mid because they have.
I'm gonna
it's
go.
attainable.
I'm actually gonna go Gallows. on
Yeah,
this
give
one.
me Gallos.
What did I say initially on the spreadsheet?
I don't have
'Cause
the spreadsheet up because I decided.
I'm pulling it. I had the Dinos,
Yeah.
and it's at
This-
home.
This could go
I-
either.
What do you
have
think
a
this
few-
is? The AFL?
I'll roll the dice. I'll go with the Dinos. I got faith. I'll keep the faith.
All right. Reyes versus Fundies. I'm going Fundies.
Fundies.
Fundies. Fundies nuts.
And
then
Raptors.
give me
Raptors
Raptors.
have faith.
Yeah, there's one game this week. I'm gonna be on it. Everything else
You
feels
guys
like a
Raptors
block.
on this too?
Oh yeah.
I'm Ty, actually. No. Raptors.
All right.
No, fuck it. Give me Hefes.
All right, Kyle.
I'll take an L.
At least with my pick,
Kyle's
it's
pick.
like,
You picked the Hefe 2 out of 2.
Yup.
What?
I pick him every week. I pick him every week.
Fine. You know, you're doing it for memes, to your credit.
Hey, 1 week he's gonna look like a genius. Maybe.
It could be this week.
It's not like a
He
fucking
almost
date
looked like a
once.
genius last week.
Yeah. All right. So next up is the IFL, which Kyle has both games.
All right. So IFL.
Kyle had a
Alright.
busy week.
So IFL. So the Vegas Nighthawks had a bye week, so no scores from
Most of
them.
the league did.
Yup. And then, all right, so then we got the Massachusetts Pirates versus the Green Bay Blizzards. This one was a close game.
Shout out to the audio.
Shout out to the audio. It, the Green Bay had a great start to the game, but just choked at the end.
That could be a hint towards the end of this episode.
Yeah.
Shout out to DraftKings for having the Massachusetts Pirates -3.5 and let me bet on them.
Yeah.
Damn, you barely got it then.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank God the Pirates went for that 2-point conversion after they scored to take the lead.
No, you need to give more credit to the kicker tossing it to the Pirates for the 2-point.
Yeah,
That
I
was
about to
also
say,
funny.
That's way
Yeah,
funnier
yeah,
to say that's the reason.
So I'm just gonna point out my favorite part. So all the IFL games, I will always do passing, rushing, field goals, kickoffs. I just want to point out. All right, end of the second, they went for a 36-yarder and missed. Understandable. Green Bay missed 22, missed 26, missed 38. I guess this one reasonable. You'll miss that in this league. I'm not quite sure about the 22 and 26. But
That's reasonable misses too. The
You
goalpost is like so skinny.
Pretty much any kick miss is fairly reasonable for this league
fair.
in their defense.
The kickers are
then-
gonna kick like 20%, maybe.
Then there was an out of bounds kick by the kicker in Green Bay. It just looks like he didn't have a good day.
Blair Cepeda, ASU legend, would be perfect for this league.
And then
No, but translating his kicking is gonna be like 2%.
2%'s bold.
then they had a pretty decent game. Passing wise, Green Bay's passing offense was great. 67% for 2 touchdowns and interception and 140 yards. That's really good. Special teams is really what'll screw you.
I didn't know Benefield wasn't
What?
all his passes
Green
were short.
Bay, a Green Bay team being bad at special teams? I've never heard that before. It's almost like they let an offensive lineman almost return a touchdown one game, and in a league we don't speak of.
True. But, Benefield just over 50 for 100 yards, 3 touchdowns, though, and 1 interception.
And his rushing.
And he had 3 rushing touchdowns, which is huge. So he literally put the team on his back. So that'll do
he
that.
scared off Trayvon Boykin like he scared off Cardale Jones last year.
True. Then we got the Northern Arizona Wranglers against the Arizona Rattlers. This game was... It felt like a blowout, but towards the end.
Schneed.
Yeah, looking at the stats, yes, Snead looked...
Did Kyle die?
You doing good there?
Yeah, about...
Okay.
Rating numbers is hard. I would know.
What? What, did I read something wrong?
No, you just froze. I
He
think.
just froze up.
Oh. Yeah.
I can't
Lot
believe
of
like 4 quarterbacks played.
Missed field goal will do it, but,
I
not
didn't
really
realize
affecting
that
the
when I
final
was
score.
watching.
I didn't realize any of them switched out either. Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah,
funny.
I didn't notice that either. I just want to... Who is TM, though?
Team.
Team?
Yeah.
So just a random player that didn't get noted?
Yeah, it's usually from like a fumble or something.
Fumble, yeah.
So that's probably like might have
Oh.
been a sack fumble and recovered for -12.
So they don't credit it to the...
Well,
they don't credit that.
he might have been like sack fumbled and somebody else fell on it.
So someone else fell on it, so it's credited to the person that recovered it.
Fair. Yeah. Other than that, it was a pretty straightforward game. 5 out of bounds kicks though. And
Yes.
still
But he hit a
averaged-
48-yarder. So
Yeah, and all I'm gonna say is they still averaged 47 yards per kick with 5 out of bounds.
Yeah.
Which is kind of impressive.
yeah.
But, yep, that pretty much sums up that game. And then, yep.
All right, so let me pull back up my thing. My stream is still going for you guys, right?
These are.
All right, so here's the standings. Obviously, there's only four games. Only 4 teams have stats, so easy. Obviously, no power ranking yet, but this is how the teams finished last
What do you
year.
mean?
These are how the teams finished last year. Teams in gray were not in the league last year. So.
We would have a better chance of doing a blind power ranking on this than the
Let's
Aussie
blind
League.
power
But
ranking.
no, I don't have it set up for things. So we'll do power rankings when at least 2/3 of the teams have played a game. So we'll have it next week.
Okay.
We'll have an NAL power ranking though, because 4 of the 6 teams played. And our pick'em.
Ooh.
Storm at Steam Wheelers. I'm gonna homer it. So
Yeah, give me Steam Wheelers.
I'm gonna homer it. Storm. Oh wait, no. It's at Steam Wheelers though.
yep, it's in,
Hang on.
it's in-
What do I have on? I do have Quad City.
So,
Never
yeah, so
mind.
this is how
Sorry
it
guys,
goes.
I'm going
the
Quad
Storm
City.
had a better record last year.
They did. But I had the Steam Wheelers on the spreadsheet,
Alright,
so I'll
okay.
rock with you guys.
All right.
If this one, a lot more confident. I'm going.
Yeah,
Frisco.
I'm going Frisco as well.
Yeah, give me Frisco. I'll play it safe.
Barnstormer, Blizzard.
Give me Barnstormers.
Okay, Kyle's going Barn. I'm going Blizzard here. I think they'll bounce back from their choke job.
Yeah, it was close, so they could easily bounce back.
I was not very good. I gotta go Blizzard, unfortunately.
Fair.
Sharks at Pirates.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, give me the Sharks.
All right. Nighthawks at Rattlers.
Give me them Nighthawks.
Rattlers. Kyle's
I'm going
homering.
right. I'm going Rattlers, man.
Do you think they treat their indoor team better than they treat their hockey team?
Probably
Certainly not. It's in the
They're
name.
bad.
Maybe
If
they
you have-
treat them exactly the same.
that'd
That's
be
why
really
that's
funny.
why the NHL team is treated so badly because they're treated.
I
like
am
indoor football
pretty
team.
sure they don't have a long-term IL clause to exploit, so I don't think they can pull that off and go 50 million over the cap.
All right, we're going Strike Force the Gladiators. Duke City versus San Diego.
Duke City. Dude!
Yeah.
So I'm going strike.
Give me a strike.
All right. Got a couple of lone wolves. Kyle, mainly.
Yep. Yeah, literally only me.
Only Kyle.
I almost went Storm, but I had initially taken Steam Wheelers on the spreadsheet, so I'm trying to. I don't want to change that. If I don't, trying to be consistent.
All right. And
Plus, betting on the home team.
on to the NAL.
Okay.
Does anyone else who wants to go before me?
So that's the Idaho.
Well, Jackson's going last, so I'll
Okay.
go first.
Well, my team lost.
Oh, yeah. And then Kyle's Oklahoma City team lost, so
Yeah.
Did I
so,
freeze?
So
yeah. So I'll go.
okay, I guess
First
you're
again.
moving.
There we go.
I did not mean to open that. All right, so this matchup featured the Oklahoma City Flying Aces and the Sioux City Bandits. My team is the Bandits. Kyle's is the Flying Aces. Relatively decent game overall. In fact, Sioux City threw a pick to start the game. The Flying Aces scored first. But pretty much from that point, it was, I wouldn't say all Sioux City, but Sioux City was in control for the rest of the game for the most part. Outscoring 13-0 in the second. And it was pretty much just back and forth from here on out. So actually, that second quarter was really the difference. Final score was 37-24. Sioux City getting the dub. But total yards, Sioux City was outgained just by a little bit, 133 to 100. Nice. Oklahoma City had quite more passing yards, doubling Sioux City. But Sioux City ran the ball more effectively in this game. So, and then some of the key feature players for Sioux City, Scott Jensen, their quarterback, went 8 for 20 through 55 yards, a couple touchdowns, and like I said, the pick to start the game. So overall, a pretty relatively okay game, minus the first drive. But definitely the MVP of this game was Andrew Prohaska. Sorry if I botched it. He'd have hecka fantasy points. Probably not really, but 32 yards. I think I meant to say 11 carries there. Whoops. 11 carries, 32 yards, and a touchdown, and then also had 3 receptions for 25 yards and a touchdown in the air. So a couple touchdowns and about 50-ish total yards. Both teams had 1 turnover, and the key play of the game is Fred Bruno for Sioux City had taken a return to kick off for a touchdown to pretty much seal the game, and he is the most valid special teams player of the week. Totally not biased. I do think he earned it, and I don't think a kicker in this league got screwed in any way, shape, or form. Do not let Kyle's biases lean you into this false information. Fred Bruno earned it. So the Topeka Tropics will be Sioux City's next matchup.
Actually, they're not, because they got kicked out of the league.
No, it got kicked out.
Yeah.
I looked at the wrong schedule.
So they have a bye week.
They have a bye week. Whoops.
Mickey
Yeah, that
Mouse.
fits. That fits.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse is for the different thing. Though.
Yeah.
So
Yep. Is it my turn?
Yeah, but also I want to say shout out to the Sioux City website for their live stat keeping, which is probably the best out of any of these teams.
true.
All right. So next up, we've got the Carolina Cobras versus the Idaho Horsemen. The Carolina Cobras beat up, straight out, flat out won against the Horsemen by a lot. It wasn't even a close game.
Definitely wasn't close.
You know?
Didn't come down to the Horsemen having the ball at the end.
No, definitely didn't. So, let's start off with the accolades. Carolina Cobras start undefeated. We'll end the season undefeated. We're just that good. We got Defensive Player of the Week, though I can't find his stats anywhere. So I took this other person's stats to kind of say they mean number 99, who had 1 sack, one touch, a pick six. Yeah, did they mean them? Because there is no number 13 on the roster. When I went on the official website to try to look up the players, couldn't find this person anywhere. Made me second guess whether there was actually a Defensive Player of the Week.
You just missed all his key plays because the camera was facing the announcers, Kyle.
Yeah. I mean, the announcers were great. They knew a good team when they saw one. The game was in Idaho, so it was the Idaho Horsemen's announcers.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't
they were
wearing a
definitely
championship T-shirt and
Yeah.
dick sucking the Cobras the whole game.
Yeah, they were riding the better team. They were riding the better team the entire time, just talking about how great we were. I would like to talk about how our kicker got scammed out of Special Teams Player of the Week. 7 point after attempts. 7 point after 7 made. That's all I gotta say. And a deuce.
And the reason
we won 51. We won a blowout 51-49. Thanks to this deuce. Otherwise,
stop counting. Stop the count.
Yeah, stop the count. That's all that matters. That deuce, he got scammed.
The luckiest deuce I've ever seen.
Compared to what? 2 kick returns and one of them being a touchdown.
It sealed the game, baby. It sealed the game.
No.
I like to see you do it.
I'd like to see you kick 7 point after than a deuce.
I actually done it. I just didn't have the camera on.
Yeah, with a deuce. Yeah, sure. That's 8.
Yeah, I drop the deuce every day.
Then let's talk about how the Carolina Panthers are. Fuck.
Gosh dang it, Kyle! No.
All right, reset.
Embrace it. I messed up. You messed up.
They're in Greensboro. They're not in Charlotte.
Kyle, now we gotta get Jackson to mess up.
Jackson, can you cut this part?
No.
No, I'm
okay.
embracing my mistake.
Oh, okay. Well, the Carolina Cobras. So let's look at the offensive player of the week versus our quarterback. Less completions, lower completion percent, less interceptions,
Less rushing
same amount of
touchdowns.
attempts.
Less rushing yards.
No, fake news. Fake news.
Now
Maybe
fake.
we had 50 less yards, but we had one less interception, same amount of touchdown passes. Better QB rate. What else could we ask for? And we're getting scammed. The league is just against us. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, they hate you so much because you're the only one that stayed.
Yeah, we're just so good. We're just too good. We're better than everyone else. It's just how it is. We're gonna go undefeated. We're gonna win it all. We already have our trophy case cleared out for that trophy. So
I'm
what?
gonna pull up that thing. So
Yeah.
Kyle's referencing. Let me pull it out. Okay, so on the Arena Fan website, it's from Mac the Knife, who, if you are familiar with indoor football, you'll see him in the comment section a lot on indoor games, and he's also very active on the Arena Fan website. But he's referring to this statement he made on March 3rd, where he says he spoke to a senior executive with the Carolina Cobra that literally told him that day that they had a space in their office already out for the 2024 NAL Championship trophy.
As they should. As they should.
So they
That's
obviously
worse than
think there's a mismatch. But clearly that they only beat a team from the AWFC by 2 to start the game. I think maybe they might be reconsidering that.
Omaha is running it up next week.
No, we're winning it. We're winning it all. Omaha Beef stands no chance against us.
Yeah. Mr. Fake News out here.
Well, it's time to get into it,
We're
though.
just a better team.
So the 4 of the 6 teams have played, so that means we're going to be doing a power ranking. So,
It's just fitting that the team that didn't play doesn't get first.
well, unfortunately for you, Kyle, I think I'm putting them first in mine. So,
Amen!
so as you can see, only one team actually played in the NAL last year. Everybody else is gray. So everybody else is new. Sioux City and Omaha come from the CIF. Oklahoma is coming back from vacancy. Idaho is coming from the AWFC, and Colorado is new.
So we have a unanimous Carolina in first.
Yeah, unanimous Omaha Beef in first, I think.
Yeah.
Not unanimous. I will.
Sorry, Kyle,
protest
you're
that.
taking the L. Omaha's
No, I'm
number
protesting it.
You're
No,
protesting
I'm making
it?
my own power rankings. We'll have hookers and
Blackjack and Hooker.
Yep.
All right,
one. Tough.
you can pull up your own, Kyle. See, well, if Omaha,
Omaha Beef to be in last place because they haven't played.
Yeah, despite going undefeated last year and winning the championship in the CIF. Yeah, what would I know?
Yeah, you want to know
yeah.
what happened to the last team that was kind of meh?
What do you mean, kind of meh? They were beating teams by 30 and 40 last year, left and right.
Okay, and
It's not meh.
I don't know. It's kind of meh to me.
You won by 2 in this last game
We blew them out.
because of a deuce.
Nope, we blew them out.
All right, Mr. Big Chest.
oh, I guess
Business is booming for you over there, Mr. CTE.
Let me get the colored version of the.
Are you actually making a separate power ranking for Kyle?
No, I'm just.
Oh
getting-
yeah,
I'm
no,
just,
no,
I'm just,
no, do it.
I'm just.
No.
No, please do it. Do it.
I'm just getting the colored version of the logo.
It would be funny. Do it.
Well, Carolina Cobras can be 2, Kyle.
I think that's fair.
Number 1.
I think Idaho has proven themselves though to be 3.
I don't know. Aces are probably better than them.
The Aces literally lost, so no.
Yeah, and so did Idaho.
I'm meat riding your teams. It's
Yeah,
hard. It's hard
okay,
to say.
so
it's hard to tell, but I would.
this is the
probably
really
agree
hard
that
part,
Idaho should
because-
be 3.
Yeah, this is the really hard part because I just don't know where to slot the other teams.
Idaho played a better team and kept close with them. In my opinion, with the little information we have so far,
Yeah.
I would say Idaho deserves it despite being 0-1 versus Sioux City being 1-0.
Wait, what? Yeah, fair.
Yeah, so
But
I
Sioux
Idaho did
City's
play really well.
4.
Sioux City's 4. I'll give Oklahoma, and then I really have no idea about Colorado.
Yeah, let's just put him safely in last. That can easily change next week when we actually see
We
them
can
play.
actually put them over the Cobras just to get Kyle to shut up.
Oh yeah, like that would get me to shut up. If you wanted me to shut up, all you would have to do is put the Cobras in first.
Over my dead body.
Oh no, your team that hasn't even played yet isn't in first.
I hear copiism.
Yeah, but they won a championship, Kyle, and they're undefeated.
Yeah, we've won championships.
Yeah,
And
in 2018.
we're also undefeated.
Since 2018.
Yeah. In my dreams.
Oh man, I want to play so many of these autos.
Wait, I like
so
that
bad.
I like that the picture for the Spartans didn't change.
Well, I hadn't changed it yet. It
Oh, okay.
has gold trim.
Womp womp, Kyle.
Flop, yep. So,
Womp womp, put them in first.
Their power ranking. So the Colorado is technically in an exhibition game next week, but they are playing a team in a league we cover. So we are picking the game. They are playing the Cedar Rapids River Kings from the AIF.
Oh.
That being said, NAL should be the superior league, so I am taking the Spartans.
This is a hard one.
Hey Kyle, you'll be able to prove yourself if you should really be that 1 seed though this week.
I'll trust Jackson's instincts on this one and go with the Spartans.
What about you, Kyle?
Give me the River
You're
Kings.
taking the River Kings? Okay.
I don't trust the Spartans.
Yeah, I'm trying
And then
to
give me the Cobras. Give me the Cobras.
I see 0-2 here for Kyle.
What do you mean? We won.
It's
So
still issue.
he's talking about
Oh,
your pick
oh.
for the week.
Picks.
And before I'm 2-0, we're this one's coming back. This one's coming back when I go 2-0.
Because you got the space, you got the trophy cleared. Nate's going beef.
No, I just mean next week. Because Nate's saying I'm going 0-2 this week on these picks.
Okay, I'll keep it humble. If we lose, I'll congratulate you. But boy, you better.
And we go to first if we win.
You better. And that's valid.
Wow.
If if you win, yes, I'll give you that. In the small chance you win,
Big chance. It's huge.
boy, you better
Massive
shut your mouth, because if you keep running it, I'm going to dog you next week if Omaha wins.
Do it because we're winning anyways.
I
Alright.
didn't warn you.
Alright, and we are on to the AIF, which only had my game this week, so.
I can't wait till I'm covering the beef next week. And I get to say, oh yeah, how about them beef? Those #1 beefs.
Yeah. Alright, so
Burnt
this
now.
league doesn't have stats yet either, so we just had the Columbus Lions versus the Amarillo Venom. The streaming quality on this was a little rough. The audio is fine, but it was streaming at like 15 frames a second.
Brutal.
Amarillo returned the opening kickoff, but pretty much after that, Columbus is pretty much in control. So I feel pretty good about Columbus in this league as the reigning AIF champion, as they won it in 2016 when the league last played. So I feel pretty good about the repeat.
Oh man.
So standings, obviously, only two teams have played.
Let's
Yeah.
rank them.
Let's rank them.
Venom and
As you can
#1.
see, they are all gray because none of them played in the league last year because their league didn't exist. But we have our picks, and Kyle had the River Kings, and me and Nate had the Spartans. All right, we have the Corpus Christi Titans at the Mississippi Raiders.
Well, the Raiders were in a
Yeah,
championship.
the
last
Raiders
year.
were in
Yeah,
the
give me Raiders.
AIFA championship against the Lions last year.
I would go with my team,
Oh
but
yeah, I'd go with Raiders then.
And the
Tritons are new.
Corpus Christi is new. Yeah.
They're new. Yeah.
All right, on to Major League Rugby.
Oh man. All right. Well, I might as well go first because you guys already saw part of that slide. Right. So we had the Miami Sharks and the Houston SaberCats. I would warrant this as a Mickey Mouse win for Houston. Should have been, in theory, a very lopsided win with the expansion Miami team versus the experienced playoff bound team from last year. But alas, this is a very close and stressful game for me. And I think Jackson lost a bet on this. I think it was one of the bets you lost. I can't remember.
No,
you did.
I won and lost money on the Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, okay. So I stand corrected on that then. But yeah, this game was at one point at a 23-19. Houston scored. They scored late to seal the game. Jeremy, I'm not gonna try to say that. Misogyny, I don't know. Masalagilau.
That's a
He
name.
scored for them late. Thank you. And they ended up pulling away. But a very close game indeed. You just look at the numbers. Houston had a couple more tries. Miami had a couple more penalty kicks. Houston had more tackles. Miami was less disciplined, but they both had the same amount of yellow cards. And then Houston had more lineouts and one more scrums than Miami. So that helped them out a little bit as well. And the top scorers were Felipe Echeverri. He had 14 points for Miami. AJ Alatimu had 8 points for Houston. And then fourth, the third highest points for the game was between four players. They all scored a try, or had 5 points. And so Houston will go on to play Seattle next week. I anticipate that to be a loss for Houston, but we'll see.
Could be a good game though.
It'll be a pretty good game, but
Probably game of the
definitely not feeling as confident with Houston, given how close this game was overall. So, my next matchup and my only
Speaking
other one.
of close games.
Speaking of close games, Dallas, the Dallas Jackals traveled out to Carolina to take on Anthem FC, and this is, I think, the third most points for a team in the last, dating back to last season. Like New England dropped an 80 bomb, and I think they also scored 70 or a 70-point game as well.
Shout out to
I could be mistaken. But yes, shout out to Toronto for getting blown out in those. But Dallas really trying to make a statement this year, trying to prove that they're not that same 2-14 or 15 team they were last year. And even though they were playing an expansion team, I think I feel a bit more confident that they are marginally improved. They won the game 68-28. Anthem did get its first point in franchise history, though, because they scored 4 tries, which that gets you a point even if you lose. So, but Dallas was up 20 within the first 20 minutes of the game. They really just dominated from the start and didn't let their foot off the gas. As you can tell, 10 tries to Anaheim's 3. Only one penalty goal kick attempted, and Anthem missed. I said Anaheim there just a second ago. I did not mean to say Anaheim. Holy crap.
But the Disney thing from the last slide, really.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true. You know, getting that confused. But Anthem had more tackles, I guess, but probably not a good sign. It just means they're chasing the ball. Dallas did have more penalties, though, and they were shorthanded twice in this game. But that did not prove to help out Anthem very much, if at all, especially considering Dallas actually scored at least one try off that being down a man. So, if anything, Anthem played just as bad. So Dallas had more lineouts, and they won more scrums. So this is where it gets pretty crazy. Their top scorer, Marine Elias had 21 points. Mitch Richardson for Dallas was second, and Joe Basser out of Anthem had 7 points. And my favorite stat of the game, 10 players tied with 5 points. 8 of them were on Dallas. So they were spreading the ball around this game. Dallas will take on Nova next week at home, and Anthem will travel to Miami to look to get to their first win. I anticipate that to be a tank bowl. We'll see what happens to the both of them. So those are my games there. I almost clicked the wrong thing there. And since Kyle didn't do this really fast, it is in fact considered a tank bowl. Had to do it.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
All right. This one. All right. All right. So, it skipped. All right. So first we got the New England Free Jacks. They beat the NOLA Gold 27-21. It was actually a lot closer than I would have expected. But a win is a win sometimes. They're coming off 2 close wins now, compared to what I was expecting, especially compared to last season. But I can't complain all too much. I will say that. They had some decent stats. Really not much else to say.
No, I think New England was down multiple scores to start this game off too, if I recall correctly.
Yeah,
I think they were down 14. I could be mistaken, but I thought they were losing this game.
I wasn't able to catch
and
the game,
back.
but that sounds about right. I think I do remember you saying something about that. But yeah, the stats were pretty balanced. You can't really. It looks like it was a good game. So.
I really appreciate how you source all your things, Kyle.
What?
That you put the source in the bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I did that on all of mine.
Yeah.
Even when I used an image, I put the image credit.
Good for you giving credit. I'm stealing.
I mean, it's the
back in school.
Yeah, it's the worst way to do it, but it's better than spending an hour to do a works cited page. So,
I get royalty-free images off of Pixabay.
I look for royalty-free, but sometimes it's harder to find than you would think.
And then
I just find the first thing possible,
and then I pixelate it anyways.
So next we got the Seattle Seawolves, who won 23-13 against the Utah Warriors. I don't remember what the Utah Warriors record was, but I thought they were a decent team. So it was I would say this is a good win.
They were 1-1 or 2-0.
Yeah.
I don't remember if they had lost a game at this point. I don't. But they weren't below 500.
Yeah, they weren't below 500.
Well, we'll see the standings in a moment.
Yeah. It was a good game. Seawolves just played a little bit better.
Proving to be one of the better teams in the league.
Yeah, truly proving to be one of the better teams. One of the where was it? There it is. Utah had 450 kicking meters just from one player alone, which is kind of wild.
What the heck is a meter?
It's about 3.3 feet. 3.3 yards or feet. Oh, about 1 point whatever. Yeah, I don't care. All right.
Did you put it in imperial just because we're in America?
Yeah. Just what I should do is just cross these out and put feet, or sorry, put yards, and it's close enough.
The approximate yards.
Yeah.
It's an American league.
Yeah.
Use American
But it is the most
things.
confusing thing, considering once again it's called Major League Rugby, despite the fact it is rugby union. When there is a thing called rugby league.
That's the most American thing I've heard of.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a pretty straightforward game. It was close. It was a good game. Really can't say much else. And then they took an L. All right.
The Sharks.
Yep.
Alright, pull up mine. Major League Rugby. I had some Jackson on Jackson action here as we had the Chicago Hounds take on the Old Glory DC. And as all competitions between myself go, it ended in a tie. So everybody lost. It was 22-22. Chicago had more carries, but Old Glory moved the ball and more passing on their carries. Old Glory had more tackles, 169 to 162. Both teams had 3 tries. They both were 50% on conversions, but the real difference maker here was on penalty and drop kicks, where Chicago was 1 of 1 and Old Glory was 1 of 5. I had the stars of the games. Connell Boomer for the Hounds had 2 tries on 11 carries and had 86 meters traveled. And Axel Mueller had 2 tries on 10 carries. He had 9 tackles and 123 meters traveled.
Good game.
And then around the league, we had LA versus at San Diego. This is the game where I won and lost money because I took the spread and then I also took LA outright. So, unfortunately, I missed on the outright, but on the spread, I won because for some reason LA was plus 21.5. So, they covered that pretty easy.
Insane.
That is wild.
So, our standings. So actually the Warriors are 1 and 2, it looks like. But it's close. 57-60.
We played a couple good teams, yeah.
Yeah.
So Free Jack and Nola Gold lead the way over on the East, and then you have your 2 undefeateds in the West, but they play this week, so we will see.
Ooh, that's going to be a fun matchup.
See who is the best here. So let's get on into the power ranking. So we keep in Seattle here at 1.
Yeah.
I think top 3 are pretty much locked, realistically. Well, top 4, I think. Wait, is it? No.
Old Glory tied Chicago, so probably not.
Nola could
No,
jump.
probably not.
But
Yeah, probably not.
San Diego also, but yeah, so Nola probably jumps to 4.
Yeah, I think top 3 are locked for now. That's going to change up next week.
Yeah, we'll know when
after they play. I think we'll have a definitive one, probably followed by the Free Jacks, so long as they win.
That could stay, depending on what happens next week, too.
So let's get.
Yeah. NOLA, despite their loss, they still look good. That's really what it is.
San Diego is insanely mid.
Yeah.
Yes.
They
insane.
are.
But
They smell of mid.
I feel like.
but they're better. But they're probably still better than the Warriors right now.
Wait, can you go back and look at the records real quick? I need to compare these two.
Yeah. Nola's 2-1, so yeah, the Nola is definitely ahead of them. The Legion are 2-1, but just are breaking even. They're mid.
Gosh, it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
The good news is the last 3 stays the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legion
Yeah.
went 15-1 last year. Lost the championship. Maybe they still have championship loss depression.
Do we dare move up Dallas at all? I know they're playing Anthem, but I mean,
No. I wouldn't.
You know what,
Well-
Nate? I'll give you them over Old Glory.
I think that's fair.
I feel like dropping
Old
Old
Glory's
Glory
not a
that
bad
much is
team.
great.
When you win by 40 points, you
No,
deserve some
fair.
credit.
Fair.
They're not better than San Diego or the Warriors, but I think they deserve credit over there.
Yeah. A big drop from Old Glory after that performance.
Yeah, I think we just overrated them after they beat the Free Jacks.
Yeah, definitely.
They have great fans, though. Kyle loves DC fan bases.
Yep. Definitely would never not want to have one.
Tell us how you really feel, Kyle.
I swear.
Please bring it. Oh, it'd be so funny. I'm gonna cry if you lose that.
I want you to know I'm never putting in effort if I get them.
That's
Oh, Lord,
that's
no.
Like,
back
I'm not
here.
even gonna do research beforehand. I'm just
that's
gonna...
relatively fair if you lose again with 98 freaking balls.
All right, are we keeping?
Yes,
Bottom
those four
four.
stay the same.
Yeah, those four just, yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll figure it out if they're not quite even. All right, on to the pick'em. Sabercat Seawolves. It's good that
Give me
this game
Seawolves.
of the week starts off the week. Too bad
Oh,
it's at
that's-
9:30 at night, so we're not gonna watch it.
I'm watching it, baby. I'm
I get-
loyal.
I guess
Give
that
me
is a
Seawolves.
Friday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going Seattle. I just don't like how Houston played against Miami.
Did
I
you
don't
say you're
think
taking
that's gonna
Seawolves, Kyle?
Yep.
He did, yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll go lone wolf on this. How?
Is this like the first time me and Kyle have done
Yeah.
I think. So.
Oh, this one. Ooh.
This is
No.
this is the mid off.
Yeah, this is the
God.
battle of mid.
This is so bad.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna homer it over the no team.
Yeah, I feel like Old Glory is inconsistent, but they can win it. Give me Old
What
Glory.
did I pick in this? Dude. I feel like I have to lean with you guys because I just can't bear the stress San Diego brings me every week. Yeah, I'm going No Glory.
All right.
I'm
Anthem
sick-
Miami.
I'm sick of
I
it.
think we time to cue up the music.
Yep. It's
Oh, this
time
is a
to-
tank bolt.
That being said, easy.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's Sharks. Sharks looked really good last week. If they can be consistent. I
Kyle,
think they'll-
odds you go Anthem. Odds.
No,
No.
no, I'm taking my team.
Oh, I forgot you had Miami. Yeah, I'm going Miami, obviously.
Nola versus Dallas. I'm going Nola.
Oh, this one's tempting. Dallas
Do
is
it.
hot.
Do it. Do it.
They're gonna have a hangover after that anthem.
I'll take Golda.
Nah, I'm too big of a wuss.
We know.
Is he
I'm
going
going
gold?
gold.
All right.
Yeah.
Free Jack
Yeah,
Towns.
free Jack.
In my defense, Kyle, I'm the one that fills out my picks first, so don't
You know-
at me.
You know, it would be funny.
make your
Give,
picks
give me the
last.
hounds. Give me the hounds. It would be funny.
All right, Kyle. They
I'll
are
be
coming
different.
off a good game.
Yep.
I'm going Free Jacks
Yeah.
because I'm not stupid.
What's that supposed to mean? I already know they're
Utah
gonna win.
versus Warriors.
Hey,
Warriors.
Kyle, look at me. What am I?
Oh, sorry,
stupid?
Utah
No,
versus
I'm
LA.
Texas.
Utah versus LA. I think LA gets their first win.
I'm riding with LA
No.
just because they won Jackson some money.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be 21-point underdogs again.
No, they won't, but they won you money.
They also lost me money because they didn't win.
But they won you more than you lost,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I cashed out the money that I put in, so I'm playing with house money now.
Give me
What are you doing,
Warriors.
Kyle?
Going Warriors.
I thought I said it like 3 times.
Okay, I wasn't paying attention. I was just tuning you out, Kyle.
Yep,
Based.
as you should.
All right, on to Aussie Land. Oh,
Okay.
shout out to I didn't get this news story, but Tasmania unveiled their kit because they're coming in the future. I don't know if it's next year or the year after Tasmania is getting a team. The Tasmania
Probably.
Devils.
Dude, dibs.
Who you gonna dump?
The Giants.
The Giants.
Because I hate the
Cause they give you flashbacks every time you say their name.
pretty much.
I'll fight you for that. I'll take the Devils over the Adelaide Crows.
I'll let you have it. I'm not that desperate.
I'll take a incredibly bad expansion team over them.
All right.
I already have a really bad team in Aussie League, so.
You,
Yeah,
you
it's-
also have Anthem.
Yes, I have a wild mix. My team is either the worst in the league or the best.
I don't
Like-
know. But Beef are pretty mid.
Yeah, shut your mouth.
Cadillos though.
But you better keep yourself humble. Well, then I have the Mexicas, so it's like,
Yeah,
you know,
it says
even
you,
if it's
not
South
keep-
Carolina.
Oh yeah, the
yourself
Cadillo
humble.
and the Mexicas, yeah.
Yeah, so I have the Mexicas.
But the
so-
Galgos.
Crap. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't pick mid
To be
teams.
fair, you picked the Galgos because you thought Trayvon Baker was gone.
Yes. You convinced me on that for sure.
Yeah, oops.
So no, I'm glad I took it.
It's funny.
It's funny and it's easy because I don't have to cover them. All right, so this matchup is a battle of me. It's pretty much right now, based off the power rankings I've seen, worst team in the league, besides maybe the Eagles. It's close. I would say the Roos are worse though, and the Western Sydney Giants. A lot of the analysts in this league so far see them as the favorite to win it this year. Little early to be saying that, but they have looked stellar in the games they played. They scored a few more goals. Did I not jot down the score of this game? I think it was like there it is.
Well, you could do the
Giants
math.
won 121 to 82. They were just in control straight out of the gates. It was not Brucey time for the Roos, that's for sure. I think the Giants were up 19 to 6, so it just wasn't to start off the game, and there was no worry about them losing this game. So they had more goals. Giants had more goals, more behinds, more disposals, more total kicks, more handballs. They had less free kicks though. The Roos did have 22 free kicks compared to the Giants 14. Giants had more marks. And kudos to the Roos, winning in 2 categories. They had more turnovers by 22. They had 22 more turnovers.
That's
And
not
they
the
did
thing you
that.
want to
They
win.
won. Yep, not the thing you want to win, especially that big of a margin. And they had 2 more tackles, to their credit. Giants possession, 51% over 37 for the Roos. And then my second favorite stat of the week, the Giants' total lead time was 119.39 compared to 0 seconds. The Roos had the lead. So Giants were never losing in this game, in short. The leading scorer, Jesse Hogan out of the Giants, had 6 goals. Secondary scorer was Jake Riccardi. He had 3 goals, also for the Giants. And then the third scorer was Nick Larkey for the Roos. He helped carry. He had the 3 goals for them. Next game, the Giants have another easy matchup. They're playing the Eagles. Probably the one road win we'll see next week. So actually, we might see 2 because the Roos exist. The Dockers get to play the Roos next week. So that was that. And then we have the Richmond Tigers and the Carlton Blues. Carlton Blues also looking to be a top contender this year. Won this game 86 to 81. Unfortunately, the Lions did not choke away a 40-point lead this time. So they will not be on Falcons Gonna Falcon. They're just going to be on, oh no, we suck a game. But to be fair, it turns out I think they started 0-2 last year and ended up having a pretty good year. But both teams had the same amount of goals. Difference was the behinds. Blues had 5 more behinds than the Tigers. Blues had more disposals, kicks, handballs, free kicks, and marks. The turnover battle was won by the Tigers. They had 8 more. Blues had far more tackles, won the possession game. But the Lions had more of a lead, which is interesting. So they led this game more. So it was pretty good. A pretty close game. But I do know they didn't choke away a big lead. Neither side was leading by much when they were winning. So I don't think either team went past the lead of 15 or more points. So leading scorer was Harry McKay out of the Blues with 3, tied with Charlie Curnow also on the Blues with 3 goals. And Dustin Martin for the Lions had 2 goals. Next game for the Carlton Blues, sad face, they have a bye. I don't understand why. All my teams have really early buys.
I'm still going to blame the Reds.
Nice. So, yeah, true. Those are mine.
I'm up.
Is our...
All right. All right. We've got, for my first game, we got the Fremantle Dockers and the Brisbane Lions. I just kind of did the match timeline, just easier to follow. So Dockers won. It started off as the Brisbane Lions got a pretty big lead in the first. Pulled ahead.
Hang on, I actually have a correction. Tigers, I'm sorry. I apologize, Tigers. You weren't on Falcons Gonna Falcon. It was the Lions.
Yeah.
I apologize. I was not familiar with the Tigers game. I do know they started 0-2 last year, though. So.
Yeah.
Getting your
Okay,
big
sorry.
cats mixed up.
I got my cats mixed up.
Happens. I just had one claw the shit out of my leg. Kind of hurt.
She heard you talking about her people.
Yep, give me a second. Okay, 1 second. All right, I'm good. So got off to a bit of a rocky start. Came back by halftime. They had a decent score, a decent lead. Were able to improve upon it going into the fourth quarter. Then lost a little bit, but still managed to win with a pretty sizable margin of 23 points. As a big Dockers fan, I'm happy with the win. I thought we were probably going to lose to them, but it's nice to come out with a win.
Well, you were at home, so it was a lock.
Oh yeah, true. I forgot.
8-1.
Yeah, true. All right, going on to the next game, we have the Adelaide Crows against the Gold Coast Suns. If the Gold Coast Suns managed to blow this, they would have probably been Falcons Gonna Falcon this week.
They would have had 2 Falcons Gonna Falcon.
Yeah, they
Pretty
nearly blew a
iconic.
36-point lead. In the fourth quarter, they blew 30 of those 36 points to the Adelaide Crows. I don't know how they managed that, but they did.
They weren't scoring in the fourth. That's how they did.
Yeah, I mean, true. No, they were scoring a little bit.
They were being outscored by their opponent in the fourth. There we go.
Thank you, Mr.
Yeah,
Badger.
they were being outscored by a lot. Yeah, they gave up they gave up a lot of points to say the least. But yeah, 32 points given up in the fourth quarter alone. That's quite impressive.
That's crazy considering. So the Crows had what 20 points going into the. That's insanely low.
Yeah,
what were they doing?
At the end of the third, they had 22 points.
Doing?
They ended with 54.
Yeah, this whole full-time score is like a halftime score in most of the league.
Even the Roos put up 80 against one of the better teams in the league. Like, what were the Crows doing?
Yeah, it was definitely a game. As we can see, even the first half was very slow for this league, based on based on how long these lines are. Just like the periods without them scoring is just insane. But then in the fourth, everything's happening. It's kind of impressive.
Patriots Panthers Super Bowl.
Yeah, more or less. Then. For my last game, we have the Melbourne Demons against the Western Bulldogs. This one was a close game, very close. The Bulldogs had them in the first quarter, and then it was actually a pretty close game, all things considered. It was about under 20 points until the fourth quarter, and then in the last few minutes, the Demons just kind of went away and won by 45. It's impressive how. They were able to keep it pretty close, the Bulldogs, until those last few minutes when they just kind of gave up. But it was about halfway through the fourth. The Demons just kind of took the game and just didn't have to worry about pulling a Gold Coast. So yeah, that sums up my games. Yep, that sums up my games.
All right. Alrighty, for my Aussie League. So, we had some Jackson on Jackson action again. We had the Sydney Swans at the Collingwood Magpies, and the Magpies continue to be on a premiership hangover, as they got kind of blown out here, 69 to 102.
Nice.
Not nice.
They got
Nice.
Swans won in every category. They had more disposals, kicks, marks, less turnovers, way more goals, and a few more behinds, and they were pretty much ahead a majority of the game. Isaac Henney was their leader in fantasy points with 2 goals, 2 behinds, 2 assists, 29 dispersals, 7 marks, 0 hitouts, and 481 meters traveled. Nick Dykos was the leader for the Magpies. He had 1 goal, 1 behind, 1 assist, 37 disposals, 6 marks, 0 hitouts, and 422 meters traveled. My other game I had was the Saint Kill the Saints at the Geelong Cats. It was a bit of a lower scoring game. It was 68-76. Though the Cats won all categories with more disposals, a pretty big margin in marks, less turnovers, more goals, more behinds, and were ahead for 102 minutes to 15. Rowan Marshall was the penny point leader for the Saints, and he did it in an interesting way because he did his points via hitouts mostly. He only had 1 behind, 6 marks, 19 disposals, and 335 meters. And Patrick Dangerfield was feeling pretty dangerous as he had
Bro was hauling.
yeah, 1 goal, 1 behind, 25 dispersals, 2 marks, but traveled 579.
My gosh.
It's insane.
Yeah, and
I wonder what the record is. For
I have no
most
idea.
meters.
Dude was
Think someone said
running
1,000?
marathon. All right, around the league we had the Essendon Bombers beat the Hawthorn Hawks, and the Port Adelaide Power beat the West Coast Eagles. So we have our standings for the league after this was round 1, right?
I thought those were divisions at first. I was like, my goodness.
No.
The right side is an atrocious division.
It's no divisions. It's just all 18.
All 18, yeah.
Yeah. Top 8 make the
The
postseason.
Tigers are 16th.
Yeah. So,
Nice.
couple. You guys ready to make a power rankings based on how they did?
Oh, Lord. This is going to be crazy.
All right.
I was going to say, we're going to need to refer. I know the Giants and Swans are legit. And from what I've read, they seem to be the favorites right now. So I'd probably just do Giants Swans 1-2. Unless if Kyle disagrees, but I mean,
Honestly,
imagine,
I don't. I think that's a fair assumption. Can we go back?
I think the Suns. I think even the Suns and Blues a lot more points, so I'd probably say Suns over Blues. But
yeah, let's just kind of do it by record right now, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel. Yeah, this is really hard.
We don't know enough about the sport yet, you know.
Yeah, and it's really early on as well, so we have no baseline.
We just know the lines are towards the bottom because the Falcons gonna Falcon.
Yeah.
And the Blues is this one.
Blues.
They have a dark logo.
They do have a dark logo.
So is the top one the last
I think the
season's,
Power of
like,
5.
Jackson, is the top how it finished last season?
Yeah, this was the ladder last year.
Okay, perfect. So we can kind of follow that a little bit.
Sort of, but with the way the Magpies are playing.
Yeah, they're dropping.
I probably still that could be the only exception. I still think they're gonna bounce back.
Yeah, the
I mean, they're
Lions
still
were good
0
last year,
2,
too, and
but
also
they're not
0-2.
dead last. They're definitely with how many
The
teams
Lions
have
are
played,
0-2 because of a choke too.
The Eagles and the Kangaroos are probably the bottom.
Easily the worst two.
Yes, I feel like I agree with that. So do we want to fill them out just so we have them in to kind of
Probably
make it easier on ourselves to visualize everything? Give them their place. Yep.
I think it's still, but to be 0-2.
Okay, is there just because of how many there are? Can we like delete them from the top, like as we use them, just so I can visualize it better because I'm like overlooking teams right now. Yeah, perfect.
Didn't change it.
Yeah, it didn't change it.
freaking hilarious. Just know they're up there. That too.
They're green now.
I feel like the Dockers deserve to go to number 5.
I can't justify putting a team in the top 5 0-2, no matter how good they are. I feel like
I said Dockers. I said Dockers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're
I
good.
thought you said it.
No, I feel
Dockers
like Crows. I have to go like.
I would put
8 to
Power
10.
over Dockers right now. Oh, Power did play the Eagles though. They did play the Eagles, so I could justify the Dockers over the Power.
We can give the Dockers. You know, this is round 1,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
you know, we can be wrong.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I can hype up my team. We're allowed to be biased.
With that,
as you guys are.
Yeah, definitely. Kyle wasn't over here shouting up the Cobras.
I mean, you guys are the ones that's biased. My team's played. They've showed that they're good. They showed that they're the best.
haven't won a ring in a few years, so cry about it.
I will.
How many of your teams have won a championship in the last year? That's not hockey related.
I was about to say hockey, so
Copiism. Copium.
yeah, copium. Thank you very much.
Do you want to do Power or Bombers? The Bombers beat the Hawks. They probably... Where were the Hawks last year? Hawks were also not good.
Oh God.
The Hawks are really bad.
Yeah, you may as well just take them whatever position they're in right now and just put them in those two, like as the next two. You know what I'm saying? Whichever one's ahead of which.
That's the Power, who were third.
Yeah.
Bombers.
You have, even though they're 2.
What?
I think even though they're 0-2, you have to put in the Lions and Magpies. I still think they're going to bounce back.
Alfred and Jake Feller will make it green as well. Maybe I should do red.
I like that. It's not Irish anymore.
Yeah. So you do Magpie and Lions?
I would say
You wanna do
so.
Lions won. They were
Melbourne.
the one that blew the lead.
I would put the Lions over the Magpies, yeah.
Actually, Melbourne is probably ahead of.
Yeah, I was about to say Melbourne
All right. All right.
won. We probably. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We probably
But
put them a little lower than they should have been, but we can fix that next week.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of dumbasses in Aussie football.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yup.
Actually, we want the Lions ahead of the Magpies.
Yeah, Lions at least tried.
Can't believe you're giving a team credit for choking.
It's better than just getting
I mean-
blown out.
I
I
know.
mean, when you have
you're not
18
wrong.
teams, you kind of have to.
I know. It's funny. The team on Falcons gonna Falcon is being ranked higher because of the other team.
Are we just gonna we could just go down the line? To be honest.
At this
Yeah,
point,
at
yes.
this point, yes. Just go down the line.
Yeah,
So,
so the
yeah.
Saints are probably further back than they should be.
Yeah, we'll fix that next week. As they all play more games, it'll be easier
As teams win,
and lose. And my teams win out.
I mean, I think my Brews are at home, if I remember saying that. So there's at least one guaranteed home loss.
What is my record after last week? How bad did I lose?
You're down. You're
Better be
losing to
down
me
like
by
15.
6 or 7.
Oh, I only went down like 2? Thought I was down like 5.
No, it was closer the week before.
Oh, was it? Yeah, I know I lost a lot of big ones. I got risky.
Yeah. Yeah, right now you are in third at 29-18-1. Jackson's in second at 32-15-1, and I'm in first at 36-11-1.
Oh, yeah, okay, so I dropped 3 games. That's fine. I'll easily get it back this week with all my good plays. Alright.
Alright. On to the pick'em.
All right, I'm feeling a little spicy. I'm giving the Magpies one last chance,
Yeah, give me
even though it's
Magpies.
on the road. Even though it's
Actually,
on the
no.
road.
Give me Saints. Give me Saints. Give me Saints.
Even though it's on the road, I'm giving them one last chance. They won the championship last
I'm
year.
going
I can't.
Saints. I'm sorry.
I'm running the risk. I'm running the risk.
Crows, cats.
Crows.
Give me Cats. I said
Doctors.
Cats. Give me Cats.
Oh, you wanted cats. Oh, sorry. Okay. Kyle likes cats. Meow.
Uh-huh.
I can't believe I'm picking two teams on the road, but I'm going Dockers.
I'm also going.
The Roos are
I'm
bad.
also
They're
going-
really,
What
really
about
bad.
you, Kyle?
Give me the Dockers.
What about the Demons?
They're the team to beat right now. You know.
Hawks. Oh wait, the Hawks are also really bad. This is one of the weeks that it's getting really hard because
Yeah.
all the bad teams are at home.
Give
But
me-
this is what I fell for last year. This is what gets hard, man.
Give me the Demons.
I'm going Jackson. I'm playing it straight too. I'm with Jackson on this. Yeah, I gotta go Giants though.
You going
Giants.
Demons, Kyle?
Yep.
I think that's a fair pick on Kyle. I think it's actually a smart
Yeah.
play.
Are you going? You're going Hawks here. Or are you going?
Let me see what I did. You know what? What did I hang on? I did have the Hawks. Yeah. But what I'm gonna do actually, so take my Magpies pick back. I'll go Saints, and then Kyle and I just don't do enough picks together. So I'm gonna go Demons. So
When the Magpies
sorry.
win and the Demons lose.
no, dang it! Now you're psyching myself out.
You know, give me the Magpies. Give me the Magpies.
Now give me the Magpies. And then give
No,
me
no,
the
no.
Hawks.
Give me the Saints now. Give me the Saints.
Stick with what I had originally. I'll go Hawks, and I'll go Magpies. And then I might do some.
So you're going
reading up.
Hawks.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
going Hawks for now.
Swans, Bombers.
Home team.
What about you, Kyle?
What are their records?
Doesn't matter. The Swans are at home.
Swans are 2-0.
Oh yeah, give me Swans.
Swans are at home.
The easy win. Watch them lose.
Bulldog, Suns.
Bulldogs at home.
What about you, Kyle? Suns are 2-0.
Bulldogs.
Yeah, but they almost choked hard. What are the Bulldogs right now?
0-1.
1-1, but they're at home.
They
Give me the
Just
Suns. Give
remember
me the
that.
Suns. Give me the Suns. I'll take the trap.
Power
You-
Tigers.
Tigers. They're at home.
What are the power?
I think they're 1-0.
What are the Tigers? 0-2. Give me the power.
Look at all these
Giants.
away picks.
Giants. Yeah, Giants.
Look at Kyle.
Yeah,
with all the away
I pick
picks.
away teams.
Kyle, I just want for reference. The home team last week went 8-1. You're
Yeah,
playing
they
a
went
very
3-1
dangerous
in the week in the opening round.
Playing a very dangerous game.
They
You know
are
what? Give me the
11
Magpies. Give me
2.
the Magpies.
Of course, that being said, a lot of his matchups theoretically, the better team is on the road. So
In theory.
We'll see.
I'll give Kyle credit. I think he could snag a couple out of these, but
I just
home
need
team
one.
bias, man.
If I get a good win like a good set this week, I'm all caught up.
Now Kyle is doing Magpies.
Yes.
Want it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing Magpies.
Okay.
I'm doing it for the meme. I picked 7-1 away.
Dude, you're.
Are you sure you just don't want the Bombers, Kyle?
I'm positive I don't want the Bombers. Why'd you be 7-1 home and the Bombers are the only one that win?
Gosh, man.
Yep. All right. Next one, new thing. It's Jackson losing money with Jackson. I'm gonna with my house money from my rugby match. You know. So we're putting a $5 bet here on the Jacksonville Sharks money line against the Massachusetts Pirates at plus 142, and we'll see how I do throughout the year. You know.
Oh, you're not counting last week as your initial money line?
No.
Oh, okay.
because I didn't assert my gambling.
Oh, true. Yeah, you didn't.
I was just I went and did it because they released IFL stat lines. Championship odds.
I really need to
my-
get a cat cam
Had to get my
because my cat is just sitting on her back right now trying to get my attention. As she's been trying to do the entire time. Like clawing me and everything.
That's why you get a turtle, man.
Yep. All right. So I got a couple things in news that I'm gonna pull over. Nothing super important, but so first off, St. Louis was selected to host the UFL Championship.
Congrats
I
on
thought
going
that
above
was-
500 and missing the playoffs
So
again.
I thought that'd be a thing to note. I don't live that far from
Hey,
St. Louis,
hey!
so maybe.
All I know, St. Louis is going to the championship no matter what now.
Yeah, it's your biggest rivalry.
Yeah, because
though,
San
the
Antonio was
playoffs.
definitely in the championship last year, and Canton was. Well, I guess Canton was in the championship because.
No, I'm just saying
Bars.
because the championship is going to be in St. Louis, so therefore we will make it no matter what.
But they don't play in. They don't practice in St. Louis. They practice in Arlington.
Oh,
So they're
Well,
not going to
no.
be there.
I mean,
Why would the players be in a place that they don't
As there's a
even live?
drive in a deep left field
No,
by
I'm talking about the
Castellanos, it
Battlehawks.
will be a home run.
Yeah. Yeah, but the Battlehawks practice in Arlington because all the teams play in practice in Arlington.
oh,
That's why the
That's
XFL
where-
lost so much money
That's because that's where the champions play.
because they were
Can't stop
shipping.
winning.
Because travel expenses is like the most expensive thing, and they were traveling everybody every week.
oh, yeah, that's weird.
Hey, maybe you'll learn a thing
Anyways,
or two
I
about our
hate The
band
Rock.
industry.
He's great.
All right.
Caused the law.
Fun thing number 2, in championship news, San Diego was selected to host the Major
No.
League Rugby Championship.
Oh no,
That's funny.
that's so mid.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a good thing they're not making it.
Yep. They've choked.
I'm gonna take this clip
Yep.
from you saying that. I'm gonna laugh so hard if San Diego makes it.
Yep.
They
And
won't.
then last,
but-
the Arena Football League has announced a partnership for the NFL Network to broadcast 30 games, and I can only assure you what a massive clusterfuck this is going to be.
Bet.
Look at this. Sunday, June 9th, Washington Wolfpack at Southwest Kansas Storm. That's going to be a big hit. I bet you that's going to get
5 viewers.
10
million,
fans.
million viewers. Yep. Philadelphia Soul at Wichita Regulators, a team that was semi-pro last year and wasn't even a indoor team.
Shut down IFL teams. Except Green Bay after the accident of last week.
IFL championship is on CBS Sports. So, yeah. So,
I'll stick with you.
the real question is how many of these games are going to get canceled because the team folded before their game came on?
22.
22. It's 22. We'll
Oh,
have
I
the
was
first
thinking
one.
29.
We'll have the first one, and then the league will be.
Actually, the second one will be canceled because actually the first one will be canceled because Albany. We all know how Albany teams are run.
Yeah, Antonio Brown's going to buy
Great
that one too.
until a guy that has CTE runs it straight to the ground.
Yeah. All right, now we on to the fun part. Our UFL
Let's
team
go!
selection.
I swear.
Please,
So,
screw Kyle.
Since Kyle got screwed over last week, he's got 97 balls in the thingy. I have 2 and Nate has 1. So let's get to the generating order.
Please screw Kyle over.
So,
Number 2 first.
number 2.
Oh,
alright.
Kyle's got it. Kyle's got it.
Okay. I got it.
Yeah!
Aw. Woo!
Congratulations,
Oh.
Kyle.
It's a rigged lottery. He has 97 balls. What a cheater.
Because I got fucked over last time.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh,
hey,
my
hey.
camera is falling over.
You did not get screwed. You just had really bad luck.
Yeah.
No, I had great luck.
Well,
The
we all know
best is
DC's
the
going
luck.
first.
Yep. So Kyle, what UFL team is your 2? Well, actually, we should say our number 1s. So who's
Okay,
your number
well,
1?
my number 1 is the Battlecocks.
Yeah.
The Battlecock.
NFL champion Renegades.
Asterisk.
And
Not
my
an asterisk.
my best team, Blob, R.I.P.
Pain.
Fuck The Rock, I hate you. You're the worst. I'm never gonna see another one of your movies ever again.
You're not gonna see Jumanji 3?
No, I didn't even see Jumanji 2, so
Oh, that's a shame. I like Jumanji 2.
you know I did, and this hurts a lot because I love the Naked Brother band. You know.
Yes. I'm glad I'm not the only one that knew he was. Was it Alex?
I know. They
Right?
both look exactly the same now.
I think the actor was the drummer. I think he was the
Okay.
drummer. I could be wrong.
The other one was in Death Note.
I'm glad somebody else knew.
All right. Well, with the first pick, I'm going to take my favorite USFL team, and that is the Michigan Panthers.
Michigan Panthers. And then I had the second one, so I'm going Birmingham.
Damn, I should have taken them.
Kyle, you should have gone third because I am passing up on DC.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
That's what this is the time you wanted to lose. All right, so with the third overall selection, the XFL champion Arlington Renegades, now selecting their second team, they will be taking the San Antonio Brahmas. That's my third pick. So, who is left?
The Gamblers, because I refuse to call them.
Yeah.
So you got
the Discount
Showboats, the
Oilers,
Roughnecks,
Memphis,
and the
and then
Defenders.
I can't take Houston. With my fourth overall selection, I will be the XFL champion, Arlington Renegades. We'll be selecting the Memphis Showboats.
that's the one I wanted. Shame. Fuck! I have to get an XFL. I'm not gonna watch the XFL.
Jackson, I hope you know if you pick the Roughnecks, I am not
Roughnecks,
I am
please.
not picking the last team.
Please,
Yeah, so-
I am not going to
please,
cover them.
Jackson.
Don't worry, Kyle.
Do it.
I'm not gonna cover the XFL either. So nobody. I refuse
Do
to
it.
cover anything.
Yeah,
that
so
is tangentially
easy
connected.
trade off. Easy trade off. You just take DC.
So I'm taking the Gamblers.
I'm not taking a third team. I protest. I'm not taking a third team.
The one time you win, it plays
they're
out
not getting covered.
horribly.
They're not getting
Yeah, they'll
covered.
just be ignored.
Yeah, they're getting ignored.
Because I'm
I wanted to take DC so bad, but the second Kyle said he doesn't want him.
Yeah, and then you
I-
took
I had-
you took the team that I wanted because Case Cook is the
I knew
Memphis
you wanted-
quarterback.
I knew you
He
wanted
also
him.
took the team I wanted, so I think we
The-
both wanted
I essentially won 2 straight drafts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
One time I actually wanted third.
yep.
Yeah, but I wanted Michigan pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
They have the best
man.
helmet.
That's
Yep.
hilarious. Oh,
Well, they have the second best behind the Battlehawks.
Now the Michigan Panthers helmet is iconic.
Nah.
it doesn't have a ring on it, so
The Panthers helmet does have a ring on it because they won the first USFL championship.
fair enough. St. Louis doesn't though.
Yeah, we did. We won the first one.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, the one no one won.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Los Angeles Extreme won the first one.
No,
And
no,
if you're talking about COVID, Houston would have ran you flat over.
nope. Nope, we would have won it.
Yes.
We would have won it all.
PJ Walker.
Yeah,
would
but
have
you're
dotted
you're
up
forgetting
St.
the
Louis.
fact that the Arizona Hotshots are about to come in from the top bar.
That's also valid. I was an Arizona fan, and Arizona would have beaten all.
Oh yeah, same. I was.
I'm
also
pretty
there.
sure Houston's last game was St. Louis, and they beat St. Louis. I'm just saying.
No, it was the DC Guardians. Their
Okay,
last.
it was one of their last
That was
games.
our last game,
The
and
New
we
York's
lost.
Guardians.
I was gonna
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Either way, no
Well,
one.
Kyle,
cares
it
about
is
them
your
anyway.
civic duty to cover DC. So just
No, it is
hope.
not.
Yes, it is.
Nope, not covering them.
Yeah, you have to.
Nope. Can't make me.
Even you don't have to. You do it for memes.
Just
meme
hope
them.
they lose every week.
Yeah.
Dunk on DC, but don't just ignore them.
Just throw a lemon at the camera every time you have to cover them.
Yeah, exactly.
The fans.
Not gonna throw a lemon at the camera.
But
I'm
they
just
threw
gonna-
the lemons
you
at
know
the refs.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna put in no effort.
Yeah, just no effort.
that's fine. As long as you do something with
Yeah,
them.
don't worry, because, they wouldn't have been covered either way, because I'm not going to watch any XFL games, I have no interest in any of the XFL teams.
Just get good.
They ruined
XFL
spring
teams.
football. They shouldn't have come
Womp.
back.
Womp womp.
Yeah, well, it sounds like all of you need a co-partner and just get a team that goes under 500 and win. So.
Hey, we're gonna do it this year.
I'm just saying
Not be under 500 'cause we're
I'm
not
just
that
saying
bad.
the Renegades started the winning in Dallas. The Rangers winning the World Series, it's because of the Renegades. I'm just saying.
It's that
Although,
they
if
traveled
that's the
half
reason,
as much as every
actually,
other team. So
if the
that's fine.
Cowboys win a Super Bowl in the next few years, I will sacrifice the Renegades over my dead body.
But maybe you'll
I
get
will
Frisco
blame
this year.
them.
Maybe they won't show up this year.
Hopefully so.
But it's all about the gunslingers.
True. All right. Is it my turn?
Yep, your
Do
Fox
I-
Florida Falcons and your crazy football story, and then we have a March
Yep.
Madness.
Okay. So we're gonna go Falcons gonna Falcon. I will share my spreadsheet. And I will try to block out the crazy story for now. Nah, that just looks weird, so I'll just read it over as we go. But this week's Falcons gonna Falcon. Back-to-back weeks, we have a game during the week that ends up being Falcons gonna Falcon. The Green Bay Blizzard freeze in agony after blowing away a 40-22 lead to the Pirates. The final score is 44-40. The Pirates scored the game-winning touchdown with around 15 seconds left. Pirates had trailed 27-16 at half. And it's worthy of noting that the Blizzard did have a great return on the final drive. I think they nearly got to midfield or maybe a little
They
bit
got
past
past
that.
it. It was like 15 yards
yeah,
away.
they were 15 yards away, but they failed to score their last couple shots to the end
They
zone.
threw a pick, didn't they?
The biggest note that stands out to me that led to choke job was Blizzard's player Mason Laramie botched the extra point hold and tossed the ball to the Pirates player, former Patriots defensive back. Learning this, Devin Hafford. I didn't even know that. So another NFL corner to give the Pirates a 2-point conversion. And once the Pirates had scored that game-winning touchdown, they were up 2 rather than it being tied. But I don't think it would have mattered. They would have gone for 2 either way, I'm guessing. I don't know.
I needed them to go for 2, so thank God they did.
Yeah. Yes. So those helps you out for your bet, for
Yeah.
sure. Ali Benefield and Isaac Seco. Alejandro. Sorry. I shortened it, I guess, or
I think
must
that's how
have
it was.
copied it.
I think that's how it was shown in the stat sheet.
Alejandro Benefield and Isaac Seco. Both had 2 touchdowns each in the second half, in the third and fourth quarters to help lead the comeback. And as Kyle had already covered this, Green Bay had missed 3 field goals. And, the botched extra point that I mentioned, that would have easily sealed the game.
They botched that extra point. It's better they botched the audio.
Yes, they truly. So that's another reason they were Falcons gonna Falcon. We couldn't hear the audio the entire game. So congratulations, Blizzard. Falcons gonna Falcon.
Good fan base, though.
Great fan base, unlike their Green Bay counterpart.
They're
And
packed.
so-
You know, fair.
On to the crazy story of the week. So LaSalle High School football team had a hazing scandal back in 2019. Just a little backstory on these guys. They are the meme that had the guy that was like, I think I got my swagger back. Oh. So that's that high school. So that's how I knew about it. Very W school, very based. But basically what their hazing was, they took about up to 20 students, held them down and pegged them with a broomstick. Apparently, according to this, they called it a rite of passage, and it was a football tradition that
Northwestern
lasted.
moment.
Yes, Northwestern moment. And they claimed it left no lasting harm. So I agree. Getting pegged, get over it. So
Sounds pretty gay. Not gonna lie.
Remember?
yes, yeah.
In the 13 Reason Why, that's what almost caused the school shooting.
Oh gosh. Well, they may have almost caused a
Wait.
shooting then. It is in
Where-
Michigan, so that'd be pretty on brand. The last thing worthy of note, and then Kyle, I'll let you jump in.
No. You covered my question.
Oh, I got you. Well, is
I'm trying to figure out the state.
there was an arrest warrant announced for 7 players. All of them were black, and there was a white kid involved, but wasn't investigated. And in typical OSU culture, he went to play for Ohio State, so that's pretty on brand for them. So that's my crazy story of the week. Shout out to LaSalle, good meme, but don't do it again, guys. So, all right, and now I think. Do you guys have anything else before I start the March Madness?
Nope.
No, I'm good.
Cool. Let me get my bracket pulled up here. So, for the people out there,
We picked some funny names. And then
we are picking the funniest names randomized by seed. 64 teams here. It's not set up like a traditional March Madness bracket. This is the easiest I can find, unfortunately. And we're covering the first 2 rounds. So we're getting up to the Sweet 16. Tried to stay on pace with what the March Madness schedule would be coming up to our next episode next week. So what we'll do, I don't know. We said we'd come up to when we get here. Are we going to do what I said initially, or did we want to do what Jackson was suggesting?
I don't care. Maybe we just all 3 vote regardless.
We can all vote
Yeah,
regardless.
I'll vote.
All right. So we'll all vote. The first matchup is the Rowing Club versus the Brown Bombers.
Brown Bombers.
Rowing club.
I'm going Brown Bombers.
Damn.
So not really a surprise. Brown Bombers. On to the next one. The Chicago Slaughter and the Ottawa Red Blacks. All cap. I'm going Red Blacks.
Red Blacks!
Red Blacks.
Though, Jarrett Payton played for the Slaughter. I think they also had an undefeated season.
Huh. So this is one from Kyle. I think these are both of yours.
Yep.
Montreal Football Club and the Vancouver Island Raiders.
Give me the football club.
Is it the Vancouver Island Raiders or the Vancouver Island Raiders?
Island Raiders.
Oh, so I'll go Football Club then.
Well, then my vote.
I like to think it's Island Raiders, but you know.
So
Well,
we have
maybe
the-
it is. I don't know.
We had the Tokyo Gas Creators and the Kentucky Drillers. I'm going Gas Creators.
Gas Creators.
Yeah, Gas Creators is pretty crazy.
Even though it's Tokyo Gas Creators.
All right, we have another one from Kyle, the Minnesota Fighting Pike and the St. Patrick Saints. A lot of yours ended up facing each other, which makes me think a lot of mine are.
I don't know. Pike isn't
the
mine.
Fighting Pike were mine.
Oh, okay.
Then arena
Give me the
football
Saints.
team.
Give me the St. Patrick Saints.
Yeah, I'll go with the Saints.
I'm going with the Saints, too.
It's a good round 1 name.
We're going the Rainbow Warriors and the Edmonton Eskimos.
Oh,
That's a
That's
tough one. I'll go Eskimos.
I gotta
for
go
my-
racial slur here.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a racial slur.
That
That
was
one's-
a tough one. That
See,
could have been
that's-
like a finals matchup.
That's an unfortunate randomization, but there's just no way to really objectively seed these, unfortunately. We have the Dolphins, the Nice out of the French League, and the Scottish Claymores. I can't lie, Scottish Claymores is pretty funny.
I like the nice.
Claymores.
I think Claymores.
Always voting against me.
Yep, cotton pickers.
Cotton
The
pickers.
Dolphins, the Nice were
This-
my
this
team,
one's-
Kyle.
this
They were
one's
my
unanimous.
team.
This
Yeah,
one's
yeah,
unanimous.
this is
You
Cotton
already know.
Pickers. That's
Cotton-
tough for the Commander. That Cotton Pickers is a tough one to beat. That's a bummer round 2 though. The Kiss and the Torch. I'm gonna go Torch.
Yeah, well, it's 'cause
Give me
it's
the
a,
Kiss.
it's a triangle torch.
Yeah.
The Kiss had a cool helmet, but I'm gonna go triangle torch.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know where they are.
All the
I
votes
just-
have been against me.
Yeah.
The Reds did
The Reds.
The
Reds.
Reds.
Aw.
Yeah, I gotta go Reds.
I
Unfortunately,
would have went Hooters.
Nah.
I just think if they didn't change their name, I wouldn't have even included them. But that's just too ironic.
The Junior
The-
Riders.
Yeah, the Junior Riders and the Verdun Shamcats.
The Junior Riders.
Junior
Jackson.
Riders.
Okay, you guys made my life easy because I didn't really have a dog in either one.
Yeah. These are all my names, so you know they're mid.
Yeah. So we have the Elon University Fighting Christians and the Winnipeg Rods.
Now
I'm
fighting
going
Christians.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're the Phoenix now, aren't they?
Yes. Yeah. That.
I like to imagine the Winnipeg Rods being said as the Winnipeg Rods.
This one's pretty good. Either one were mine, I think. You had the Budapest Cowbells and the Orphans. I'm going the Orphans.
Yeah, Orphans.
Orphans, notably one of the more original names of the Cubs.
That's funny. Oh, here's another Montreal Junior Alouettes and the McLaughlin Midgets. I gotta go Midgets.
Midgets.
Okay, so you have the Canoe Club and the Tikva Troopers. Out of the
Give
Israeli.
me the Canoe Club.
The Troopers,
I'm going the Troopers.
because they're Jewish.
The
and now
Jewish.
they're the Jewish stormtroopers.
Yeah. Medicine Hat Rattlers. It's just the Rattlers, to clarify.
No, it's the Hat Rattlers.
And the Columbus Panhandles.
Give me the Hat Rattlers.
What are you going here, Nate?
Well, is this one yours?
Panhandles. Yeah, Panhandle's mine.
See, yeah, I don't
The
know.
Hat Rattlers is funny.
So I'm just
but
assuming you're going.
Yeah, I would go Panhandle.
Yeah.
Because it's such a lame name.
Aw, we're picking the lame name for once.
Yeah, but yours is just the Rattlers.
No, it's the Hat Rattlers. It's how you.
Gosh. All right, sell it to me, guys. One word.
Your hat rattles, nothing else.
It's the handle of a pan.
Hmm.
Also, Columbus. Look how lame they are. Columbus sucks.
Yeah, but it's a medicine hat rattler. So it
Medicine
doesn't-
Hat is in Canada, and
Not
Canada
helping
sucks.
because Columbus, that's Ohio State. Medicine Hat's Canada. Like this one's hard. Gosh, I have to pick
Canada
one.
is funny.
Yeah, because
they're bad.
people go to Ohio State have to become panhandlers.
Oh, you know, fair.
Panhandles.
Fair. Fair, you win on that one.
Texas has a panhandle. That
No,
one was
you-
really
yeah.
hard.
You know, Jackson sold it with the last one. I was about to switch.
Yeah. All right. So you have the Troy Uncle Sammys and the Chattanooga
Ooh.
Purple.
That's
Pounders.
unfortunate.
That's an unfortunate one
Purple
too.
Pounders.
I think
Give me
I'd
the
go Purple.
Sammys.
I'm gonna go. You know,
That's a hard one for you.
That's that. Yeah, I know. Again, it's such a bummer. These could have been like a Sweet 16, Elite 8 matchup potentially. I'll go Uncle Sammy's this time. I'll go with confidence.
Yeah, for once.
Yeah. Shotguns.
Yeah, shotguns.
Yeah,
easy.
shotguns. Yeah, shotguns.
Sorry, smoothies, but the shotguns might be a favorite. They might.
Corn jerkers.
I gotta go corn jerkers, bro.
Corn jerkers.
Corn jerkers is crazy.
Yeah, corn jerkers is good.
Corn jerkers is crazy. No! I think we're gonna get shotguns. Corn jerkers, no! That sucks.
This
That
is
sucks.
kind of a lame matchup compared to a lot of the other ones.
Yeah,
Oh.
but what is Regina ramming?
Can we just?
Yeah.
No, Cal's got a good
Yeah,
point. I gotta
Regina
go
Ram.
Rams.
Yeah, Rams.
Yeah, I gotta go Rams. That's a good sell. Yeah, the Diamond Drink. All of mine faced each other. It's so. This is hard.
I
The
feel
soft
like
drink
soft
challengers
drink.
and the Klansmen.
Oh no!
That's what I'm
No!
saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. I gotta go Klansmen.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, for
Simon
soft
Fraser
drink.
had a bagpipe band, so I'm gonna go Simon
Yeah,
Fraser.
I gotta go Simon
Yeah,
Fraser.
yeah,
That
yeah.
sucks, dude. I'm so
Bro.
bummed out for the soft drink. So you have the Blue Hose and the Commandos.
Give me the blue hose.
Yeah, the Blue Hose.
The Blue Hose. That was the first unanimous one in a while.
Team racial
What?
slur. Team racial slur.
This pisses me off. All of mine are facing each other.
Give me the hard rocks.
I gotta go Chinks, dude. Chinks is crazy. No way. Are we gonna get Chinks cloned?
Give me the mammoths.
I don't think we can. That's gonna be so hard to pick. Unless if the Blue Hose win, but I don't think they will. Well, no, don't get into
I'm
it
going
yet.
mammoths. I'm going mammoths
Yeah,
over
I'm
board
not
ape
gonna.
because-
I'm not gonna vote for the NFT team.
I'm not gonna vote
But
for
it's
the
a bad
scam.
name.
You got the Lincoln Haymakers and the Toronto Amateur Athletic.
Club.
I like the amateur athletic.
Yeah, I'm gonna
club.
go Haymakers. gonna be throwing some haymakers at you, Kyle.
Going haymakers.
Aw.
Got the Swamp Foxes and the Gamecocks.
Gamecock.
These
Gamecocks,
both
man.
sound like pseudonyms.
For real. Got the Swashbucklers and the Beefeaters. I'm gonna go Swashbucklers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go swashbucklers.
Give me the Beefeaters.
It doesn't matter. Me and Jackson.
Bone
Got the
crushers.
Bone Crushers and the Web School Feet. They're just called the Feet.
A bone crusher.
No, it's the Web School feet.
I'm going the Feet.
Give me the Bone Crushers.
Oh, yeah, you went Bone Crushers. Okay, never mind. All right, Bone Crushers it is.
Galos Negros.
Galos Negros, yeah,
Negros.
come on. Come on,
That's
man.
an easy one.
The Rough Riders.
The
or
unicorns.
Rough Riders.
I mean, of course.
I
it's
like
gotta
the
be-
Rough Riders in this case solely because it's spelled R-U-F-F.
I like it because of Abilene.
Oh, bias.
Lady Predators.
Yes,
Yeah,
easily.
Lady Predators.
Yeah,
Lady
that's a
Predators.
bummer because the Nimrods is a good one, but
Yeah.
Lady Predators.
And then the
Got
edge.
that
the
dog in
edge.
them.
Oh, the Juveniles!
Oh no!
Juveniles.
the Juveniles is crazy. That's crazy.
Give me the Juveniles.
It's like
Crazy.
Gen Z summarized.
That's crazy.
I
I have to
would.
go the Edge because of who they're gonna face. The
You know
Edge and the Predators.
The Lady
is
Predators.
wild.
No. It's funnier with the Juveniles because you have the Predators and the Juveniles.
The Lady
You're
Predators.
edging out the Predators, though.
No, you're edging them.
You're edging
Well,
the
to be fair,
Predators.
Lady Predators generally go for the juveniles.
Yeah.
That one was brutal. All right. Now round 2, we got the Brown Bombers and the Red Blacks.
Red Blacks!
Brown Bombers.
Oh man,
Brown Bombers sounds like a.
I
slug.
gotta meet Ride My Team, man. I wanted to pick Red Blacks.
Gas Creators.
I thought Kyle was gonna take Red Blacks and make my life easy, but Gas Creators for sure.
Yeah, Gas Creators.
The St. Patrick's Saints and the Eskimos.
Slurs,
Yes.
slurs,
Slurs.
Slurs.
I think the Eskimos have swept the
Cotton,
first 2.
cotton pickers.
Yeah,
Cotton
I'm Team
pickers.
Slur all day. Yep.
No, the cotton That's crazy. That one's brutal. That one's brutal. Well, we have a whole week to think on it.
Yeah.
That one's hard. Oh man. The Reds or the Torch?
English, Spanish name.
I'm going Reds.
Yeah.
The
Fighting Christians.
Fighting Christians.
Yeah, Fighting Christians is better. Sadly, that one's kind of weak though.
Midgets. Oh no, sorry, no. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
the
man, midgets.
No.
I prefer midgets over the orphans.
Yeah, give me midgets is more of a slur.
Midgets and orphans.
Yeah, give me midgets.
Remember, in the movie Orphan, the orphan is actually just a midget.
That's wild. I love how they're both Illinois schools too. That's so on brand.
So is Pecan.
Yeah.
Uh,
Gotta go the Jews.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Jewish
give me the Jews.
stormtroopers.
The Jews and the midgets. Dude, these matchups are getting crazy.
Shotgun.
Shotguns.
give me Sammys. Give me
It
Sammys.
doesn't matter. Shotguns won.
Corn
I'm going
jerkers.
corn jerkers.
What is she ramming though?
It's the corn jerkers, bro.
I'm gonna go jerk some corn. Sorry, Kyle.
Oh, that's another insane matchup, man. They're getting really difficult now.
Simon
So
Fraser.
the Clans,
Simon
I gotta
Fraser.
go. Yeah.
Simon Fraser, easy.
Pecan.
All right, the Chinks.
Yeah, yep. If there's a slur, you always have to take
Next
it.
week is gonna be so hard. It's gonna be so
Gamecocks.
hard. Gamecocks.
Yeah, Gamecocks.
The Swashbucklers, or I'm going Swashbucklers.
Yes, I like pirates.
Yeah, Swashbucklers.
Gas Negros.
Yeah, Galos Negros.
Yep.
Gotta knock out one of mine.
And Lady
All right,
Lady
this is the-
Predators.
this-
I think all of mine are out already.
Are you serious?
In typical.
No,
Oh
you
no!
got the
Edge. I got the edge. Give me the edge. I want to edge
Sorry,
it.
Kyle.
Lady
I got it.
Predators.
Lady Predators is crazy. All right, no.
All right, now I'm
okay, so
officially out.
Kyle's already out, so. he's
To be
already
fair,
out.
Kyle, you picked your teams last, so all the good ones are already taken.
Yeah,
That's
they were.
also true. So who's got who left? So I have one. I don't think I took
I
that.
have the gas traders. I have the Eskimos.
You had Edmonton. I had them. 3,
Those 2 are
4.
yours. The troopers were mine.
I had 5, 6, 7,
I have Buchanan.
8, 9, 10. Wait, did you have the swashbuckler? Who had swashbuckler? I thought I had swashbucklers. But
Yeah, I think
wrong.
it's you.
Okay, so I had 10, and then you had the other 2.
Yeah. The Black Cocks versus the Lady Predators.
2. No.
Well, but
I gotta say, for the randomization, it did a phenomenal job. Let's just look at these. I mean, come on. The Gas Creators and Brown Bombers, that's a good match.
One leads to the other. You have to be a gas creator
slur?
before you can be a
A
Cloud
slur?
Bomber.
A slur versus
Probably another slur.
another slur. A slur. Oh, never mind. They're the Fighting Christians.
yeah,
And the Reds. That one's kind of a weird matchup.
we have a technical
But
slur versus another like
the
just kind of funny one.
Stormtroopers and the midgets, shotguns and corn jerkers, got the Klansmen. God, that's my
Basically two
favorite
slurs.
matchup.
Basically, two
These are
slurs,
my
yeah.
2 favorite matchups.
Yeah.
The Klansmen and the Chinks, and the Blackhawks and Lady Predators are absolutely foul.
Yeah, whoever wins.
Wow.
Whoever wins the shotgun one is the difference. The bottom one is whoever wins between the Blackhawks and Lady Predators is on to the steamrolling Gamecocks or Swashbucklers.
Yeah.
Probably,
Swashbucklers
yeah.
and Gamecocks are kind of.
Gamecocks is pretty funny, but it's not
I mean, yeah, but it's not as good as Blackhawks.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Gamecocks
No,
versus
I'm-
either the Blackhawks or the Lady Predators.
Dude, no sir.
Okay.
Well, we'll have to wait and find out
Yeah, next week.
next
Yep.
week, guys. But all right, well, that's that. So, rip Kyle. That's unfortunate. You're already
Yeah,
out.
tough
but
luck.
Yep,
Uh,
it is.
But that's
Better
why
luck.
you have to cover DC because you won your balls.
That's tough.
You
Kyle.
won by losing.
Well, next March Madness I do next year. If this is still going, I'm sure we'll have a. I'm sure you'll have a better chance.
We only need to
make-
last 52 more weeks, Nate, and then we can do
I
it
got
again.
it. I got it on lock, man. So
We have football to get us there.
true. Except that NFL.
No,
garbage.
next year it's gonna be we make up our own team names.
Oh.
But we'd have to explain the backstory behind it and why it works in that
Nope.
region.
No. You just have to pick one. If you go too far, you go too far.
That could be the episode that ends it. So I don't think we should do that, but maybe.
Well, I'm a big fan of the Pyongyang Glorious Leaders.
That's a great name. Nice.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Well, that's
Yeah, I don't have anything to push today. So you guys got anything to push?
Nope. Nothing for me.
nope.
Cheer on Abilene Christian in the CIT
Nope.
Yes, sir.
as a team
All
with
right,
a
just for
losing
saying
record
that,
in the
Kyle,
postseason.
the Illini are losing in the first round. Ignore my hoodie.
Already knew it.
Yeah, they
That's
weren't
fair.
getting past the first weekend.
Can't.
Yeah,
can't
we're
be
not getting
disappointed.
past the first weekend. Never do.
Imagine
Got
still
screwed-
having a head basketball coach. Should have,
Got
you shouldn't
screwed
have
by
one,
that.
a real team.
Got another bad matchup, to be fair, because BYU got bumped down to a 6 because they don't play on Sundays. So they were supposed to be a 5. I'm not kidding. So you got BYU because they don't play on Sundays. If they win.
Like,
Damn Mormons.
So.
like as a joke, they don't play on.
No, they legitimately
They
don't play on
literally
Sundays
don't.
because of their religion.
That's funny.
So you technically got a 5.
No
seed.
wonder Zach Wilson's so bad. Because he's not actually playing.
That's why Taysom Hill's overrated too. That's funny.
All right. Well, talk to you guys next week.
Adios,
I'll see you.
people.